Today we are going to see about section formula. What do you mean by section? Section means division or partition. You all know very well that each and every school has classes which are divided into sections. So please keep this concept in your mind. Section means division or partition. So see here, if a point is there in a line segment, that is the point P. Line segment is AB. AB is a line segment and P is the point on the line segment. This point P divides the line segment into two divisions, right? Into two sections. AP is a section and PB is a section. Do you understand? So it is said that the point P divides the line AB, that is the point P divides the line into two sections. Okay, it is understood. One point is there in the line segment AB. So if there is a point on the line segment, then the line segment will be divided into two sections. And now if the 2 points A and B are given and the ratio in which the point divides the line is also given, then to find the point P of xy, that is the coordinates x and y coordinates of x and y coordinates of the point P can be found out by using this formula. Which formula? Section formula. m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2, comma m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is known as the section formula. See, now what do you mean by the ratio? This is a line segment AB. Line segment AB. So let it be the point P. Let me take the length of AB is 15 units. Okay, and then this distance, that is AP, is 10 units. If AP is 10 units, then PB will be 5 units. How? Because AB is 15, that is this total distance is 15 and AP is 10, then obviously PB will be 5. So what do you mean by the ratio? AP by PB. That is the ratio in which this point P divides the line segment AB. What is AP? 10 and PB is 5. So the ratio will be 10:5. Further I can divide this by 5. 2:1. That is 2:1. So the ratio of AP and PB is 2:1. So this is what we call as the ratio m1:m2. So what will happen if P is the midpoint? A, B. Let us take this distance as 8 units. So the total length is 8 units. So what will be the midpoint? Midpoint will be point P. As it is midpoint, it divides the line into two equal sections. So AP will be 4 units and PB will also be 4 units. So what about the ratio? AP is to PB, right? That is 4:4, 1:1. So the ratio of AP and PB is 1:1. So now substituting these values in the section formula, what will happen? P of x comma y, that is to find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment, can be found using the formula, that is section formula. m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This gives the x coordinate. m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This gives us the y coordinate of the point P. Now P is the midpoint. So what will be the ratio? m1 is to m2 is 1 is to 1, which means m1 is 1 and m2 is also 1. So P of x comma y is substituting the values 1 into x2 plus 1 into x1 divided by 1 plus 1 comma 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1. So P of x comma y is 1 into x2 is x2 plus 1 into x1 is x1 divided by 1 plus 1 2 comma 1 into y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. Now we are just rearranging the order. x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So the midpoint can be found using this formula. Which formula? P of x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by. So bisection means two equal parts. This is a line segment A, B. So P divides the line into two equal parts. This is the point P. So what does this mean? P is the midpoint. As we have already seen, the ratio for a midpoint to divide a line, given line segment AB, will be 1 is to 1. Because the distance between AP and the distance between PB will be the same. So M1 is to M2 will be 1 is to 1. And now trisection. What do you mean by trisection? Take another line segment A and B. Trisection means three equal parts, or division, section, or segment, whatever meaning you can take. In general, it means three equal parts, or division, or partition, or section, or segment. So many terms are there. So what should you remember? Bisection means dividing into two, equally dividing into two parts, and trisection means dividing equally into three parts. So let's take one part, two parts, 1, 2, 3. So there will be 2 points on the line AB such that P and Q, they are dividing this line segment into three equal parts, which means AP, the distance will be the same, that is D. PQ, the distance will be equal, and QB will also be equal, which means D is to D is to D, that is 1 is to 1 is to 1. AP is to PQ is to QB. The ratio will be 1 is to 1 is to 1. Here what is the ratio? AP is to PB, that is 1 is to 1. Here in trisection, the line segment is divided into three equal parts. So we are taking AP is to PQ is to QB is 1 is to 1 is to 1. So now see, we should find this point P. To find point P, we take AP and PB only. Okay, which means 1 is to 1 is to 1, right? Let us cross this. 1 is to 1 is to 1. So to find the point P, what is the ratio? AP is to PB. Let's forget this Q, because we need to find this point only, that is the point P. The ratio will be AP is to PB. So what is the distance? That is, what is the ratio? AP is 1 and PB is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So the ratio of AP is to PB is 1 is to 2. So using the same section formula, we have to find the points, that is the xy coordinates of the point P, using the ratio m1 is to m2 is 1 is to 2. Here m1 is 1 and m2 is 2. Putting it in the formula, that is section formula, we can find the xy coordinates of the points. And now to find the point Q, let us consider there is no P on the point. Now what is the distance? I mean, what is the ratio? This ratio AQ is to QB we need. AQ is to QB, that is 1 plus 1 is 2 and then QB is 1. So now M1 is 2 and M2 is 1. In the same formula, that is section formula, we can substitute the values of M1, M2 and x1, x2, everything, and then we can find the xy coordinates of the point Q. This is how we do. Thank you.